Jesus.
What?
Oh, man.
It's rough, man. It's rough. It's rough and all these dumb people. People are so stupid.
Is it the people, or is it just the fact that that's the reality of our times, that
No.
stupid gets brought to the top no matter what?
No, it's dumb people, man.
I know. I'm not saying there's not dumb people.
I listen to these people. Now, this guy says, they tell him that the casinos are going to close down today. Why? And he said, because of the virus. Oh, that's nothing. Dude, stopping people from making money. It's all about the money. That virus thing don't mean nothing. And I'm like thinking to myself, it's just people like that are going to keep the virus going.
They believe that it's basically a conspiracy by the left to crash the markets and make Trump look bad so he doesn't get reelected.
So they'll release a virus, or they don't think it's a virus at all.
No, they don't think there's anything. They think it's a cold. They think it's a common cold that everyone's freaking out about, or a flu. Sorry,
Okay.
A flu. The flu kills 850,000 or 80,000. I don't even know.
Between 50 and 80,000
a year. Yeah.
On a bad year, close to 80. On a good year, around between 35 and 50.
Yep. Well.
And who said that?
What?
Trump stood up last week and said it's just like the flu.
I know. Well, again, it goes.
And
There's
people
a
are
reason
dying.
why people believe it, because he's the one that's fucking pushing it.
Yeah, and people are dying left and right in these other countries. They die, on my way here, where was it? I want to say one of the South American countries.
Mm-hmm.
They said it's real bad.
South America? Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't hear about South America.
They said it's real bad.
What are you doing, kitty? There you go. That's a smart kitty. The other one would have just been like, what? And just ran through the shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on who you talk to. One person says it's nothing, and the next person's scared shitless.
It's just.
I don't see the problem I see is that I see one side saying that the other side is freaking the fuck out and making you panic. When I watch CNN and I watch NBC, yeah, they're talking shit about Trump's, like, they're talking about facts, like, we should have tests, we shouldn't have to pay for them, this is going to be a problem if it's not contained.
Yeah.
But that's supposedly inciting panic. Speaking truth is inciting panic. That's the problem. But that's what you get with propaganda TV, I guess.
Yep.
And that's part of the reason. That's what you get with a propagandist president who lives for nothing more than his praise.
See, when I was younger, you respected the news. You respected the reporters.
You know what changed? Reagan. The Fairness Act doctrine got repealed and overturned during Reagan's presidency.
Yeah, Reagan was a piece of work too.
But
Reagan was a piece of work.
But that's what caused all this.
Well, see, Reagan was a elitist. He was an elitist, and
Don't tell Trump that.
oh, Trump is an elitist too.
Don't tell his people that.
No.
They're against the elite. You didn't know?
They don't know who the elite is. They have no clue.
I know.
That's what's so messed up about it. They talking about somebody being an elitist, then they follow the biggest elitist there is.
Yeah, I know. A dude that lives off of elite. He is elite. He is what... I mean, if you have a gold toilet, you're elite.
What the hell do you need a gold toilet?
Dude, his gold fucking house. You know that whole floor is all gold. Like, his whole house is all gold. That's how gold. The gaudiest thing on the planet. And he's just obsessed with it. I mean, it's reminiscence of kings.
Yep. It's a crying shame, though, man, that people are so brainwashed and so stupid. There's no getting around it, man. Some people are they just don't have much in the way of, they don't think.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look at the issue and look at both sides and think about it and come to a conclusion. They like a horse with blinders on. They can't see right or left, only straight ahead.
I knew they were going to close the restaurants. I felt like.
Oh, I knew that. I'm surprised it took this long.
I felt like I had to get get a couple, eat out 2 more times because I bet you they're going to close the restaurants and then you're going to be stuck eating fucking.
Well, they say you can get carry out. They're not going to close carry out. But they claim they're not going to close carry out.
But how many?
In other words, you can drive up there, order through the little thing, go to the window, and they pass you your stuff, and you pass them your money.
Yeah.
They're going to keep that going. But that's going to be it. You're not going to be able to go in a restaurant, sit down, and eat.
Yeah, I know, or bars.
And then a lot of restaurants are probably going to close anyway because most restaurants aren't drive-throughs.
And they can't just live off of a carry-out. They need that alcohol. Green Lantern's going to probably shut down at some point. Like, they're all going to shut down.
Oh, well, they're all, by 3 o'clock today, they're all supposed to be closed. By 3 o'clock today.
Or carry-out.
Only carry-out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't have to close.
Well,
Drive-through only.
but a lot of restaurants don't have drive-through.
Or carry-out, yeah. A lot of them do nowadays.
No, what I'm saying is if you got to go inside,
yeah, but the
they're
world's
closed.
not. But the world's a little different now. Uber Eats and all those guys. If they don't stop deliveries, they'll be a lot of those restaurants will be fine. People will just go to that instead of going out.
but who's going to be the delivery guy? Who's going to take the chance of being Mr. Delivery guy? After a certain amount of people die, guys aren't going to be in a hurry to be Uber out or whatever they call that stuff. Grubhub.
Well, it's not that bad here yet. It's only 50 cases.
That we know of.
Yeah, no, that we know of. There's probably
The guy this morning said
10 times that, so 500.
no, the guy this morning said there are thousands of people in Michigan that are infected. They just don't know it yet. He said thousands. And the way they've been running to you. And then they had some other people on news last night talking about they better not mess with St. Patrick's Day.
It already is. They canceled that like a long time ago.
No.
No.
Yesterday, they interviewed 3 bar owners in downtown Detroit that had planned on staying open.
Well, yeah, they just canceled the parade itself. Now they're not going to be able to stay open, obviously, because they told them no. But again, it goes back to the point of how do you fix that? If you tell me that I can't be open, you better be paying me the fucking money that I was going to make. That's where it goes to, like, a good government system is there for its people, but it's not going to be that. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be a bunch of rich people getting a bunch of money to loan to fucking poor people.
They're not.
You get 0.1% APR. You get low interest rate.
They're not. They're not gonna go to these clubs and tell waitresses here's some money, tell dancers here's some money, tell DJs here's some money. That's not gonna tell bartenders here's some money. That's not gonna happen. Or if you have to file for it, it's gonna take forever to get that money.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be no. It'll take months to get it.
I understand that. It's one of the reasons why the economy is skyrocketing down to nothing. Because
Stock market
everyone
just-
understands that everything's about to fucking implode on itself, and we do not have a system. Even if we did, the system we might have had has been so gutted that there's nothing left.
But you know what?
Huh.
This might sound a little crazy,
But it might fix shit.
but it's good for. I think that this is good. After it's all over, I think it's going to end up being good for America. It's going to knock us down a little notch where we think we're untouchable, we're the greatest. It's going to make us see reality a little better, I think. I mean, I don't want people to die, don't get me wrong. You know.
You can't help it.
They even said
People are
they
gonna
even
die.
said a young kid got it.
Really?
They said today that one of the 58 in Michigan is a young kid.
He must have a weird immune system or something.
But they never said because you're young you can't get it.
No, it just.
They never said that. They said that it's harder for a
Yes.
young person to get it.
Yes, it's harder because of the immune systems. So, say if you have a kid that's this one person, and I'm paraphrasing, basically dumb it up for him. the kids' immune systems aren't as tested and battle ready as
Right.
adults,
Right.
so they don't produce nearly the amount of antibodies
Right.
but they're constantly fighting and learning new shit, so they're constantly developing new antibodies. But we already have a fuck ton of them in us,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess that is what caused, like, they think that might be the trigger, that, like, instead of helping the adult, it's actually doing the opposite, and causing the virus to multiply, like a defense system in the virus.
So I guess it's gonna be a gigantic boom in social media.
I'm gonna start saving some cash.
It's gonna be a gigantic boom.
Yeah.
The only entertainment people are gonna have is their phones and their computers. Ain't shit on regular
We
television.
gotta get you a computer, that way in case we get locked down, we can still converse and smoke over fucking.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I didn't even think about that.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Just if they put this thing on total lockdown, it's gonna be a lot of people hurting.
I don't think it'll get to that point, because we're not China.
Are we Italy?
Italy didn't. It's not a mandatory lockdown.
For 16 million Italians in northern Italy, it is.
I thought they're allowed to go to the grocery stores and shit.
They showed. They drove around this part, whatever part of Italy this is happening in, and there was not a soul on the street walking or driving. It was completely deserted. Just like when they showed China, it was you didn't see nobody. You didn't see a policeman. You saw nobody. It was on complete lockdown. I don't think you were supposed to leave your house. They gave you, before they locked down, they give them a minute to go get groceries or whatever they got to get. But once they lock it down, it's illegal for you to leave your house. You go to jail.
People will fucking die.
It's crazy, man. So that means, ooh, wow, I wouldn't want to be a policeman. No way in hell I want to be a policeman under these circumstances.
You'll get riots.
Not just that, you gotta be out there. You gotta come in contact with people. You got no choice.
Yeah, but as a policeman, you should be healthy.
Yeah. Oh, come on. All of that out of shape policemen I see every day.
I said you should be. I didn't say you were.
They had some policemen up at the traffic light on Livernois and 7 Mile was acting up. So they had 4 policemen out there directing traffic. And I looked at them, it was a fat black lady, a fat black dude, a normal looking dude, and a fat white dude. 3 of the 4 were like overweight for real.
What?
They ain't chasing nobody. They ain't chasing nobody.
Damn. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I just hope everything works out. I hope I don't get the shit. Or if I do, it's mild.
Yeah. The problem is they put out this mild thing, but they haven't explained what mild meant.
Well, some people have already had it.
No, I know.
And they didn't have...
They say 80% of it, but when they say 80%, the Chinese, because that's off a Chinese poll of their people, mild meant pneumonia without hospitalization. Pneumonia by itself is not... I've never had it, but I assume it is not fun.
No, it's not. They gave me a shot for it.
Did they?
Yeah, about 3 or 4 months ago, they gave me a pneumonia shot to keep me from getting pneumonia, which I think is a good thing at this point.
Yeah, I think
it might help.
I think that's just bacterial, though. This is a viral. That's the problem. Because pneumonia is just a lung. It's a definition for,
a condition of your lungs.
Condition of you losing.
I think it's you got fluid in your lungs.
And you lose. I think it's more to do with the percentage of lung usage you have left. And the fluid, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
because I
fluid.
think the fluid is what causes it.
Because people that have it, when they try to breathe, you can hear.
No, but that's the thing about this one is it's a dry cough. It's literally the.
No, I'm just talking about regular pneumonia.
No, I know, but
yeah.
this, again, that's my point. Is pneumonia is, I think, a general. I don't know.
I'm not 100% sure either.
But I've heard that this is a dry cough, so you'd assume there wouldn't be much phlegm. You're not going to drown. It's destroying the fibers in your lungs and not letting them
Right. If there's no moisture in there, then if it's dry, every time you cough, you're causing damage. I'm good.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. It's heavy, man. What times we live in. But to me, it's just another thing.
I mean, it is part of this. We live in a world that's. I mean, we got a choice, man. We're either gonna go Mad Max or we're gonna go fucking Star Trek. That's our choice. And this is one of those.
That's
things,
not a good choice.
But this is one of those things that can make us go one way or the other.
I don't want Mad Max to.
Maybe not this one. I've heard a lot
somewhere
of people,
down the line.
I've heard guys that are specialists in this shit say this isn't the one that's gonna fucking break everything. But that's the issue is we don't know when the next one's coming, and we don't know which one's gonna be the one.
Well, not just that. We don't know. Not just that we don't know when the next one's coming. We don't know what the next one's going to be.
Or how. That's my point. We don't know if it's gonna be one that kills 80% and is contagious to everyone.
No, even deeper than that. I'm not talking about another pandemic. It could be something else. It could be an asteroid. It could be a lot of shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's a lot of things it could be. 5 or 6 volcanoes go off at the same time, we're in trouble.
Or that big one in fucking the center of the U.S.
Yeah, well, that's a caldera.
Yeah.
That means multiple volcanoes. Yeah.
Or
and I think that went off in the 1700s or something, or the 1600s. But we didn't have,
Dude, think how look what's happened to our economy right now. Think how bad our economy would fucking just crumble if the San Andreas Fault decided to separate.
Like I said, it's a lot
you lose one of the biggest money producers on the planet in Hollywood and Silicon Valley.
Yep.
And you lose all that.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
But see, that's what I mean.
Just falls off into the fuck. You lose 10 million or 50 because there's 30 million people in California alone.
30 million? I thought it was more than that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like.
Okay, 30. Yeah, well,
yeah.
There's some countries aren't that big.
Yeah, it's like 30 million people. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they say there's 90,000 homeless people in L.A. alone.
Yeah.
90,000.
That's a giant chunk of, and that's just California. You're not including what gets fucked up in New Mexico, in Nevada, in fucking Washington, Oregon. You got fucking Mexico. Who knows where it affects? How far does it go down? What does it cause?
Like I said.
And then who knows? We moving somewhere where it's a little bit warmer, and I can grow cannabis so we can trade it for food.
Check it out.
Or grow food, one of the two.
Or do both.
Probably do both. That's kind of the plan. Like I've been talking about, what do I do with the lockdown with the warehouse? Cut everything down, bring what I can over here to throw outside.
Wow.
Maybe.
I didn't even think about that, man.
Keep 12 outside and then keep what I can downstairs and just kill everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the same situation.
Yeah. So it's like you gotta cut it. Because you don't know how long. It could be 2 weeks. It could be a month.
You're right. It could be.
It could not happen. This all could blow over, and hopefully it does. But I don't think it's going to the way they react.
We're getting
they're not.
Jets for dinner. You want me to bring them a couple pieces of pizza?
Fucking yes.
Whoa, what's up with that?
I'm gonna eat that in a minute when I'm done talking to him.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want us to be on total lockdown to the
I
point
don't-
where I want us to be able to get in our car and go to the drive-through,
Yeah.
back home.
I
You
believe,
understand? Stuff like that.
we're not going to
Go to the drugstore and back home, drive-through.
I believe that's gonna happen, but
So cars will be in the street, out moving around.
you'll be able to go to the grocery stores. You'll be able to people still have jobs.
So you might be able to look to the warehouse.
Yeah, well,
You
that's.
see what I'm saying?
I think that's where it's gonna be. We're gonna lose because I think they started with the leisurely stuff, and they're working their way down the leisurely stuff.
I just
They're
can't
gonna
see
stay-
America being on a total lockdown.
I could see a state though.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
state gets
I
really
could see
bad.
Washington,
Yep, you're
which
right.
is the epicenter right now.
You're right.
If it feels like it needs to, it would lock itself down.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't. Yes, there's the U.S. Somebody had said this too. That was talking. He said it's not in the power of the president or the government to actually lock us down. It's in the power of the governors. of every state.
Right.
They have the power in each state to
Right.
do what they need to in
Right.
the states.
Right.
So she
So-
started with saying nothing over 100 people.
Yeah, now it's 50.
Nothing over 50.
Yeah. So there goes.
That was within a week. She changed that.
Yeah, because it
Within
was.
2 or 3 days, actually.
Yeah, they just shut down all the restaurants and all that stuff.
That's what my mom said. As of 3 p.m. today, all
Yep.
restaurants.
All restaurants, bars.
But we're gonna order pizza.
Eat in, yeah.
You know.
You can order out.
We're gonna
Order
order some
pizza.
pizza. And do
That's why I don't think they can put us on total lockdown.
so many.
If they put us on total lockdown, I don't think they can do it here in America. They may be able to do it in other countries.
Okay. When I say lockdown, yes, you're right. They're never going to get us on total lockdown. But I don't think Italy's on total lockdown either. I think they're on lockdown to a point where if you have a job that's a necessity, you have to go do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're someone who has to drive a truck to deliver food to an area, you have to do it. If you're someone who has to work at the pump station to make sure the pump doesn't stop,
Right.
you have to do
You
it.
have to be there.
Yeah, but if you're someone who works
What-
at a bar and you serve people drinks,
You don't
because they
have
wanna
to
get
be
drunk,
there.
You don't need to be there because you're there and people are going to show the fuck up.
Yeah, they do say, except for necessities and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
That would be what it is. It'll
Like
be
CVS will still be open.
yes.
It's got to be.
Yes, but it'll only be the drive.
Only drive through.
It'll be the.
So in other
pharmacy.
words, anything you want to do, you don't have to wait in line for who knows how long
Yeah,
sometimes.
you know, capitalist system, just like the socialist system when it breaks down.
Yep, because that's how it
Wait in
is.
line for fucking bread. Because that might be what Kroger turns into is put your order because they already have an order.
They already
system.
have, right.
Where you order it and they pack it up for you, and that's what it'll be. Soon enough, Amazon will be delivering everything. We'll see.